Welcome to MOA's monthly video cast. How is everybody doing today? So, we have finally started October, and it's getting a little chilly these days. A little bit cold, so we have to dress warmly. But speaking of October, what happens in October? Any hints? Any ideas? These two are hints to what we are going to talk about today. What happens in October? For everybody that said Halloween, you're right on the ball. So October is time for Halloween. So we see pumpkins or Happy Halloween and trick or treat. So, speaking of Halloween, during this season, a lot of the times in the States, what people do is they have pumpkin contest. So people with the biggest pumpkin may win a prize. Or we also have jack-o'-lantern contest where you kind of carve the pumpkin, make different faces. So you can see who has the most scariest or who has the most funniest pumpkin faces. Also, we do trick-or-treating. This is where kids have their little bucket of pumpkin going to different houses to get candy. So you see little kids going around saying trick-or-treat. So the key word here, trick-or-treat. If you are ever in the United States during Halloween, don't forget to say trick-or-treat. So now it's time for Japanese English. Now, have you ever spoke to a Native American person and you're speaking to them in English and they look at you like, what did you say? What was that? And you're confident it's English. These may be Japanese English. So we've covered some today. The topic would be vacation. So here's some. Number 1, we have second house, which would be vacation house. So imagine if you have maybe 4 or 5 of these houses. It would be strange to say fourth house, third house. So in America, we say vacation house. So next time when you're going traveling to a house for a vacation, you can say, I'm going to my vacation house. Another one would be, how's about this? Morning call. Any of you make morning calls when you're at the hotel during your vacation? This is actually wake-up call. So, if you're on a vacation and you're staying at a hotel and you want them to call you in the morning, you can say, sorry, can you please give me a wake-up call? The last one for today would be daylight savings. Anybody heard of that? I think you call it summertime. This is actually daylight savings in the United States. This is where the hours are shortened because the sun is not on as much during the winter. This starts the first Sunday in April and it ends on the last Sunday of October. So, after daylight savings, it's officially winter, so we think, yes, holiday season is here. So let's be careful on Japanese English. Let's not make the mistake of saying, I'm going to my second house, but let's say, I'm going to my, you're right, vacation house. So how did everybody do? I hope you enjoyed the October's podcast this segment. During this podcast segment, we would like to include or we would like to also hear from a lot of the viewers that we have. So please feel free to join the community My Ecom site to tell us about your opinions or your feedback, and we would like to incorporate them within the following segments we are going to do. So if you have any issues or if you have any concerns, if you have good ideas, please feel free to give us a post. Hope to see you next month. Take care!